Hello and welcome to the lecture of International Business Environment. In this session, we will going to have a discussion on the Unit 6, that is International Investment of Block 2. Block 2 is basically discussing about the globalizations and processes and forces. After having an understanding of a globalization, we are moving towards the international investment. Now, the topics which we will going to discuss is introduction, nature and type of international investment, FDI and developing countries, the advantages and limitations both we were going to discuss, and the recent trends in FDI flows. Now, in this session, we will basically going to have a discussion on the international investment, that is those investment which goes international. What exactly international investment is? This is what the investment occurs or investment was done in the other economy. So that comes into international investment. जब एक country से कोई भी unit, कोई भी individual एक step और एक initiate लेता है to invest in the other country, so that comes into the international investment. एक globalization की understanding के बाद, yes, it is very important part to discuss because financing and financial aspects are very important when it comes to trade. किस तरह से इन्वेस्टमेंट होगी, किस टाइप की इन्वेस्टमेंट होगी, कैसे हम इन्वेस्टमेंट करेंगे, these all are very necessary things which are required. So it is one of the most important vehicle of global operations. किसी भी तरीके के global trades या global operations के लिए ये बहुत important role play करता है. When we discuss about the economy growth and the development of that particular countries, that depends on the educate capital and technology inputs. अगर हम एक इकोनॉमी की ग्रोथ की बात करते हैं तो एक इकोनॉमी की पूरी डेवलपमेंट, उसकी ग्रोथ जो है वो कैपिटल पर और टेक्नोलॉजी पर डिपेंड करती है कि यस उस पर्टिकुलर कंट्री के अंदर किस तरह की टेक्नोलॉजीज हैं और किस तरह की वो इनपुट यूज कर रहे हैं, कैपिटल यूज कर रहे हैं. So in that case, again, this inputs and this technology defines the types of investment कि किस तरह से investment differ कर जाती है according to the availabilities of resources in that particular country. So input is made to the supplement documentation and resources. It is basically what increase the productivity. Input हमेशा वही source होते हैं जिसके through एक productivity increase होती है. So now we will going to discuss all these things. When it comes to international investment, in a very layman language, it means that having an investment in the foreign market. जब आप foreign market के अंदर investment करते हो, so what are the forms of that investment? वो investment कितने types की होती हैं? सबसे पहली investment है direct investment, and another is portfolio investment. Now, what are the natures and type of international investment? If we talk about nature, yes, the growing nation or we can say that the growing practices of international trade basically defines your international investment. जितनी भी एक international trade की growth होती है जो कि हमें एक कंट्री की BOP से पता लगती है, that is balance of payment, उसके थ्रू हम पता लगा सकते हैं कि yes उस कंट्री के अंदर इंटरनेशनल इन्वेस्टमेंट किस तरह से होती है, किस नेचर की होती है. द बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट इज कि उस इंटरनेशनल इन्वेस्टमेंट से क्या क्या फायदा हो सकता है. यस, द इकोनॉमी इटसेल्फ ग्रो एट एन अ वेरी गुड लेवल. इट बेसिकली हेल्प टू इंक्रीज द प्रोडक्शंस, द ट्रेड, द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कैपेसिटी ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर कंट्री. उस कंट्री की प्रोडक्शन कैपेसिटी, ट्रेड कैपेसिटी और सामान को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करने की कैपेसिटी इंक्रीज हो जाती है. So that is why the growing international production and trade requires increasing amount of international investment. Like developing country, जैसे जैसे developing countries develop करती हैं, तो that simply shows that कि yes, there is a very good investment and yes, there are these multiple sources of that investment. हर investment के multiple sources हैं और उनसे इन्वेस्टमेंट हो रही है और इकोनॉमी फर्दर ग्रो कर रही है. सो दैट इज वन ऑफ द इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग विच इज कंसीडर्ड. उससे पूरी की पूरी इकोनॉमी का प्रोडक्शन कैपेसिटी इंक्रीज होती है. वो विद द हेल्प ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी ज्यादा प्रोडक्ट को प्रोड्यूस कर सकते हैं. ज्यादा प्रोडक्शंस होंगी, ज्यादा प्रोडक्टिव एक कंट्री होगी तो ऑटोमेटिकली उससे उसके ट्रेड्स बेटर होंगे, बिजनेस कॉन्सेप्ट्स बेटर होंगे, अपॉर्चुनिटीज ज्यादा आएंगी ट्रेड से, एंड ऑटोमेटिकली एक कैपेसिटी एंड कैपेबिलिटी जो है उस कंट्री की इंक्रीज हो जाएगी. That is why nature is basically discussing about again the same thing जो हमने अभी थोड़ी previously discuss की थी कि the major type of international investments are FDI and portfolio. These are the two main source or main type of international investment. इन दोनों से ही एक international investment की main concepts को पता लगता है. When it's have or when it's about foreign direct investment, it is what having a direct investment in the country. So that is what when there was a very direct investment either into investing into the production process or having a business, that was comes into foreign direct investment. जब एक इंडिविजुअल या एक पूरी यूनिट या पूरी एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन डायरेक्टली एक कंट्री के अंदर इन्वेस्ट करती है वो फॉरेन डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट होती है. नाउ द वेरी फर्स्ट इज कि वो किस किस तरीके से उसको इन्वेस्ट कर सकती है. या तो वो सीधा एक बिजनेस शुरू करे उस कंट्री में आके, अगर वो किसी तरीके के बिजनेस स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं, या किसी भी तरीके की फर्दर प्रोडक्शंस में वो अपना कंट्रीब्यूशन दे रहे हैं. सो दैट्स directly related to the foreign direct investment. So there are a numbers of ways of foreign direct investment. By incorporation a whole own subsidy or a company anywhere. So अगर आप कहीं भी अपनी खुद की कंपनी खोलते हो तो वो एक फॉरेन डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट है. दैट इज व्हाट कम्स इनटू दैट. फॉर एग्जांपल, आई बिलोंग्स टू इंडिया एंड इफ आई start my own company in another country, so that comes into the foreign direct investment for that. And by acquiring shares in an associate enterprises, अगर आप एक इंडियन एंटरप्राइजेस के शेयर्स को बाय करते हो तो इट्स अ फॉरेन डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट. Either the starting of your business or buying of your assets all are comes into through mergers and acquisition. एक इंटरनेशनल कंपनीज जो हैं वो मर्जर एंड एक्विजिशन के बेसिस पर भी एक कंट्री के अंदर एंटर हो सकती है. पार्टिसिपेटिंग इन एन इक्विटी जॉइंट फर्म विद अनदर इन्वेस्टमेंट ऑल्सो, वो इक्विटी फंड्स के थ्रू भी या एक जॉइंट वेंचर के थ्रू भी वो फॉरेन डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट्स में इन्वॉल्व हो सकती है. इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द फॉर्म्स ऑफ फॉरेन डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट, तो फॉरेन डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट कहाँ से और राइज होते हैं, व्हाट आर अदर सोर्सेज ऑफ एफडीआईज. दैट इज कॉर्पोरेट टैक्स और इंडिविजुअल इनकम टैक्स रेट आर वन सोर्स. टैक्स हॉलीडेज एंड अदर टाइप ऑफ टैक्स concessions are comes into the FDIs. Tariff was one source. So special economical zone, export processing zones, bonded warehouses, investment financial subsidies, loan guarantees, free land or the land subsidies, infrastructure subsidies and research and development support. So these all are sources जिसके through हम लोग एक FDI incentives को rise up कर सकते हैं, और they are the form of FDI intensives. Now, the second form of investment, this is what the portfolio investment. Portfolio investment is basically discussed. ये एक दूसरा सोर्स होता है जब एक फॉरेन इन्वेस्टमेंट की बात आती है या इंटरनेशनल इन्वेस्टमेंट की बात आती है. पोर्टफोलियो इज बेसिकली व्हाट इन्वेस्टिंग इन दी सिक्योरिटीज. जब हम लोग किसी भी तरीके की सिक्योरिटीज में इन्वेस्ट करते हैं, यानी कि स्टॉक में इन्वेस्ट करते हैं, बॉन्ड्स में इन्वेस्ट करते हैं, फाइनेंशियल अदर तरीके की फाइनेंशियल इन्वेस्टमेंट करते हैं, दैट्स ऑल कम्स इनटू द पोर्टफोलियोज. सो व्हेन दिस इन्वेस्टमेंट्स कम्स फ्रॉम द फॉरेनर साइड, व्हेन देन द फॉरेन कंट्री buy or invest in your stocks, in your bonds, so that all comes into portfolio investment. Portfolio investment is basically considered as a passive instrument in the security, or passive investments in the securities. Basically it's an investment. So the passive investment is getting or giving us the idea कि what exactly is, it's in a predefined strategies. आप जब किसी भी तरीके की इन्वेस्टमेंट करते हो जो कि एक predefined strategy में होती है, so it's a financial strategy which is basically worked as in a predefined strategy. So that is what makes it passive investment. Because of passive investment, portfolio investment never be an active investment. ये किसी भी तरीके की active investment नहीं होती है, क्योंकि it's what predefined that what is the structure, what are the stock prices, और किस तरह से आपको इन्वेस्ट करना है, कितना इन्वेस्ट करना है. सो ऑटोमेटिकली दीज थिंग्स मेक इट पैसिव. So it is an investment made by the investor who is not particularly interested in the involvement of a management of a company. Yes, वो particularly management side पे perform नहीं करना चाहता, like own business purchases नहीं करना चाहता या खुद का setup नहीं करना चाहते. But this is what another interested of the investors कि ये एक just a share or a stock buying होती है. Just you buy on a stock, so that comes into the portfolio investment. Now when it comes to FDI in developing countries, how they are related. FDI for a developing country is one of a source to have a good incomes, or basically it's in a support basically to manage all the workings of developing countries. With the help of foreign direct investment, one developing country can perform better and they get more opportunities to invest and to have a further working. So FDI relationship basically consists of parent enterprises and foreign affiliations which together forms an MNCs. So the good number of MNCs in one economy leads to the good number of FDIs also. Now capital supplier. FDI is a capital supplier. Yes, it's a source of having a capital, because at a very initial level we discussed that through FDI we can generate a capital also. FDI as a remover of a balance of payment constraints. Yes, FDI help a economy to manage or to bring out a balance in the balance of payment. FDI as a vehicle of technology transfer. It's one of the biggest vehicle of technology transfer. Because of FDI, yes, technology and is moved from one country to another country. FDI being a promoter of the export of a host developing country. Yes, because FDI is the one source through which the host of a particular country can enter into the one other countries. Then FDI as a provider of increased employment. Yes, this basically huge number or a good number of FDI shows that there is a good number of investment in that particular economy which lead to have a good number of employment. FDI result in the higher wages also, good opportunities, good financial support and financial opportunities for the performers of that particular host country. And yes, at the same time it's generate the competitive environment in the host country. ये एक host country के अंदर एक अच्छा competitive environment भी create करता है. It makes a very good competition in the particular economy, because again with the help of globalization, yes, बहुत foreign investment और good investments होती हैं, and this is the one of a source to generate the income. But yes, at the same time इसका एक advantage होता है, with the help of higher competition all organizations wants to perform well and wants to have a maximum shares. तो उस केस में एक host country का जो एक environment होता है वो बहुत improve होता है, and इससे standard of living भी उस particular developing country का improve होता है. Now yes, when the one thing have advantages, so there are limitations also. So what are the limitations of foreign direct investment? The very first limitation is foreign enterprises depends on domestic capital. If this happens, like the investment must be there, but they are mainly depends on the domestic capital. So again, that is very much that the external company is depending on the resources and on the domestic country. So the scope of growth and opportunity little minimized. Then need not necessarily remove the balance of payment. That is not necessary that it always help to balance out the balance of payment. They yes may show that how we can increase or how we can balance out our balance of payment, but not in a very good practices. Then does not transfer technology effectively is the one limitation. FDI is not a provider of additional employment. Somewhat yes, in a real practice it is not the mandatory kind of a thing that employment may increase with the more FDIs, and does not create a higher wages, and does not probably may not create the additional exports, because there was yes certain hurdles also, or they may create a competitive, does not create that much of competitive environment. These limitations may occur when the investment, foreign investment or the company who wants to enter into that particular country is not as effective. So they may be the limitation for that particular country also. So now the recent trends in FDI flows की अगर recent trends की बात करें तो in 2012 they were declining of 18% comparative to 2009 performance in the FDI inflows. So inflows is कि कितनी direct investment एक particular country के अंदर generate हो रही है. And when we talk about FDI outflows, so developed economy experience a low FDI outflow itself. So it is not as recent trends are not as was showing the figures all. So this comes into recent trends of FDI outflows. So yes, this is all about for the today's session. So we will winding up here. Thank you so much. IGNOU MOOCs. Thank you.